The state of Arkansas, in the southern United States, is known for its lush green mountains, roaring rivers, and University of Arkansas football. It's home to the headquarters of the world's #1 retailer, Walmart, and is the birthplace of musician Johnny Cash and former US President Bill Clinton. Its most famous monster is the Fook Monster, a Sasquatch-type creature immortalized in the 1972 movie The Legend of Boggy Creek. However, it isn't the only monster in Arkansas. This is Chasing American Monsters. The Fook Monster. The late 1960s and early 1970s were awash with Sasquatch sightings in the United States. A rash of famous occurrences were reported to the press between 1971 and 1974 in Fook County, although earlier sightings go back to 1940s. Starting in 1946, people around Jonesville, a tiny village near the town of Fook, began seeing a 7-foot-tall, 300-pound gorilla-like creature wandering the woods. Residents called it the Jonesville Monster. It wasn't until 1971 when locals around Boggy Creek in Fook County spoke with a reporter for the Texarkana Gazette that the creature became known as the Fook Monster. The 1971 reports began on May 2nd, when Elizabeth Ford, sleeping on the couch in her home, was attacked by what she thought was a bear reaching toward her through a nearby screen window. When she screamed, her husband Bobby and his brother Don burst outside and chased the creature away. However, what they saw wasn't a bear. The Fords watched as a tall, lumbering creature with the gait of an ape disappeared into the trees. The thing left something behind. A smell like a combination of a wet dog and a skunk. When the Fords investigated the next morning, they found 17-inch long, 3-toed footprints in their yard. The monster didn't leave the Fords alone. It terrorized them. It frequented their rural home, leaving claw marks on the porch and damaging the siding. The Fords fired numerous shots at the beast, but they never knew if they hit it. The Fords weren't alone. Later in May, motorists encountered a large ape crossing US 71 in front of their car. A few months later, 3-toed footprints were found all over the country, including a soybean field owned by a gas station owner who reported them to the game warden. The warden had no idea what to make of these tracks. After the story hit the national news, people flocked to Fook County to hunt the creature. The Little Rock, Arkansas radio, KAAY, offered $1,090 for anyone who bagged the monster. 3 years later, with still no creature body in hand, the sighting stopped. Although sightings of the beast had slowed to a trickle by 1974, in 1978, people started finding large 3-toed footprints in the area yet again, and they haven't stopped. A steady stream of reports have continued, the latest being a May 2017 sighting near Fook, when a man and a woman saw a tall, hairy humanoid creature standing in the trees near Boggy Creek. Attention apparently hasn't waned either. In 2017, a journalist sent a Freedom of Information Act request to Fook Mayor Terry Purvis to release any information the city had on the creature, to which he responded, "I am literally speechless," Purvis told the Texarkana Gazette. "The kicker is, by law I have to answer this. I will do my best and try to be professional in my response. I simply don't have anything for them. I'm sorry to say, but the Fook Monster and Southern Sasquatch never visited downtown." The Ozark Haller. The Ozark Mountains in north-central Arkansas are covered in pine trees, hickory, and several species of oak. A number of endangered species live in these forests, and so does the Ozark Haller. The howler has been reported to be a gray cat, or a dog, or a bear-like beast, with eyes that glow red from behind a black pelt. The monster stands 4 feet tall at the shoulder. and some witnesses say that the beast has horns. But the one aspect every witness agrees upon is the Ozark Haller's piercing, terrifying cry, described as everything from the bulging of a bull elk to the laughter of a hyena. Many people have dismissed the Ozark Haller as a hoax, but Haller's sightings stretch back to the early 1800s. A number of residents of Red Oak reported seeing the Howler in 1846. So did residents in nearby Branson, Missouri in 1988, and in Jasper, Arkansas in 2011. Is the Howler a hoax? Witnesses don't think so. Ghoul Roe. This 20-foot-long lizard with jutting tusk reportedly lurks in dark, dank caverns in northern Arkansas. As far as anyone can tell, the earliest report of the Ghoul Roe was in the January 31st, 1897 edition of the Arkansas Gazette. It describes a man's claim that he killed one of the monsters near Marshall and sent the remains to the Smithsonian Institution, although there are simply no records of it. The man, William Miller of Little Rock, gathered a group of hunters to track down the beast that had been feasting off local livestock. They tracked the Ghoul Roe to its lair, where it charged at them, shaking the ground and felling trees before they shot it to death. Other reports of Ghoul Roe encounters scattered northern Arkansas. White River Monster. Named Whitey for its home in the White River, this gray-skinned river monster first appeared in 1915. A local plantation owner who saw Whitey said it looked about as wide as a car and 3 cars long, according to an article in the Christian County Headliner News. The White River, which is 26 feet deep, doesn't seem deep enough to be the home of a monster that large, but reports of Whitey continue. Witnesses saw a 20-foot-long gray monster with a horn and a spiny back in the river in 1971. Investigators discovered 14-inch, 3-toed tracks of a large animal that apparently emerged from the river and walked on the shore, crushing brush and breaking small trees. Hundreds of people have claimed to see Whitey all over the years. In 1973, the Arkansas state legislature designated a stretch of the river the White River Monster Refuge and made it illegal to harm the monster there. Pterosaur. According to science, these flying reptiles lived from the late Triassic period to the end of the Cretaceous period, which would mean the creature has been extinct for at least 66 million years. However, people have reported seeing these winged monsters all over the world, including Arkansas. A group of people saw a large flying creature near Tarksana in 1982. The creature was featherless and had a pointed beak and a head crest. When they got home, they looked up the monster in a book. It was a pterosaur. According to the Christian County Headliner News, a woman named Laura Dean was driving to the grocery store when a large creature with gray leathery skin and a head crest appeared from beneath a bridge and flew within 6 feet of her car. The wings were bat-like, with claws at the tips, and the tail was tipped with a diamond-shaped flap. What terrified her was the size of the beast. Hi everyone, hope you enjoyed this episode of Chasing American Monsters. I am currently working on a bunch of videos for October, so I have no idea when this one's gonna come out, but either way, I say hello from the past. Anyway, just remember, Chasing American Monsters was written by Jason Offutt. If you want to buy the book yourself, it's in the link in the description below. And, well, you know, you should go read it. It's a really great read so far. And trust me, I've read a bit ahead, so I can, like, not mess up as much. But anyhow, go buy the book, and then maybe watch these. I don't know, I don't really care how you're gonna do this, honestly. I just feel like you should go support Jason Offutt from everything I've read. Everything I've read so far. He's pretty good. Anyway, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe if you'd like. It wouldn't really mean a lot. And the next Chasing American Monsters will be California, so I'm looking forward to that one because I'm a California native. Anyhow, thanks for watching.